Napa Valley, golden hour, $187,000 wedding, 200 guests in pastel dresses sipping $1,000 champagne. The string quartet kiss finished. Ashley, 28, blonde, drunk on Veuve and her own importance, rips the microphone from the DJ, heels wobbling, eyes glassy with venom. She points straight at Lisa Reynolds, 54 years old, standing quietly in her modest $400 navy dress from Nordstrom, and screams into the mic, voice cracking with hate. "I can't believe this fat, disgusting pig is actually related to my husband." Dead silence. Forks freeze midair. Someone's phone drops. Lisa's face, slow motion, turns the color of ash. You can actually see the moment her soul leaves her body. 11 months later, same woman, now carved from ice and money, walks into a glass-walled boardroom in Manhattan. Custom Loro Piana suit, diamonds flashing cold, she drops a thick stack of papers on the table. Smiles like the devil collecting rent. "You're all fired," she says calmly, then locks eyes with Ashley. "Especially you. If that didn't just make your skin explode, you're in the right place. Hit subscribe right now. Comment where you're watching from, Texas, Ohio, Jersey, wherever. Because this one's for every woman who was ever called too old, too fat, or too quiet. And it's only getting started. Let's rewind to the week that turned Lisa Reynolds into a silent assassin. Napa Valley, peak season, every villa booked, every invoice stamped, Ashley and Brandon. $187,000 of pure bridezilla theater. Ashley demanded peonies flown in from Ecuador because the California ones were too basic. She made the florist cry. Twice. Lisa flew in early to help, like mother-in-laws are supposed to. Ashley greeted her at the rehearsal dinner with a slow, disgusted once-over and said loud enough for the whole table, "Please tell me that's not what you're wearing tomorrow. You look like a couch from 1998. For 3 straight years, Ashley had been body-checking Lisa every holiday. The side eye at Thanksgiving, when Lisa reached for seconds, the fake concern Instagram stories about health journeys, the Christmas gift of a $300 gym membership with the note, "Thought you could use this. Love you." Every guest knew the rules. Compliment Ashley's collarbones, never mention Lisa's existence. Lisa smiled through all of it, paid for half the honeymoon anyway, and showed up in that navy dress because it was the only thing Ashley hadn't mocked yet. She had no idea it would become the dress the entire internet would screenshot and turn into a revenge meme. By Saturday night, Ashley was 6 champagnes deep and ready to claim her final trophy. Total public annihilation of the woman she'd decided was her personal punching bag. She just didn't realize the punching bag had been stuffing cash into index funds for 20 years and was about to swing back hard enough to crack the earth. The DJ had just killed the music for the toast. Ashley snatched the mic like it was her birthright. Red lips curled, pupils blown wide. She turned, pointed one trembling acrylic nail straight at Lisa, and let it rip. "Everybody look at this fat, disgusting pig standing over there in that cheap-ass dress. That's my mother-in-law. Can you believe it? I swear to God, Brandon, if I'd known your mom was this embarrassing, I would have eloped. She's literally a walking heart attack in navy blue. Do us all a favor, Lisa, and just disappear." 200 people froze. A champagne flute slipped from someone's hand and shattered. You could hear the ice melting. Ashley's father, Tom, lunged from the head table, face purple, hissing, "Ashley, give me the mic." She jerked away, laughing like a hyena, and kept screaming, "No, let her hear it. She's been mooching off my fiancé for years." Tom grabbed again, missed, the mic screeched. Ashley's final shot, "You're an embarrassment to this family, you fat pig." Then nothing. Just the sound of Lisa's heartbeat in her own ears, and the slow, wet realization dripping down every guest's face that they just witnessed the point of no return. That was the moment the old Lisa died in front of the chocolate fountain, and the new one was born.
Lisa's silent drive home. Lisa left before the cake was cut. She hugged Brandon once, whispered, "I love you," and walked out while Ashley was still cackling on the dance floor. 4 hours on I-80 West, alone, windows up, radio off. The first hour she sobbed so hard she had to pull over twice, mascara streaking like war paint. Hour 2, The tears slowed to a trickle, then stopped completely. By hour 3, she wasn't crying anymore. She was calculating. Somewhere outside Sacramento, right as the sun bled out over the vineyards, something inside her chest clicked off. Not rage, colder, surgical. She looked at her puffy eyes in the rearview mirror and said out loud, voice flat as steel, "You just declared war on the wrong woman, sweetheart." The temperature in the car dropped 10 degrees. She rolled the window down, let the night air slap her face, and smiled for the first time all weekend. By the time she crossed the Texas state line at 3:17 a.m., the tears were ancient history. Lisa Reynolds was gone. What pulled into the driveway was a multi-million-dollar predator wearing her skin, and she was starving. They told us in kindergarten, be the bigger person, turn the other cheek, kill them with kindness. Teachers, mothers, Oprah, every damn Hallmark card in Target. We swallowed it like communion wine and called it virtue. Bullshit. Staying quiet isn't noble, it's slow-motion suicide. Every time you smile while someone slices you open, a piece of your soul dies and they get to walk away cleaner than before. That's not grace. That's unpaid emotional labor while they reload. Look at the women who actually win. They don't forgive and forget. They remember and reload. The quiet ones who suddenly buy the company, the house, the whole damn block. The ones who drop 30 pounds, triple their net worth, and start dating men 10 years younger while their enemies watch from the cheap seats. Being the bigger person keeps you small. Revenge makes you massive. Lisa didn't turn the other cheek. She sharpened it into a blade. And 11 months later, she carved her name into Ashley's future with it. That's not petty. That's resurrection. Everyone saw the frumpy mom in the navy dress and assumed she was broke, harmless, living off Brandon's future tech salary. They never saw the real Lisa Reynolds. While Ashley was busy posting ring selfies and latte art, Lisa owned 32 rental properties across Texas and Tennessee, all paid off $187K net cash flow every single year. She had been buying distressed duplexes since 2011, refinancing, rolling equity into the next deal like a silent ninja. 7-figure portfolio, 0 debt, 0 bragging. She paid Brandon's Stanford tuition in cash. She paid for his Tesla, his vacations, his Amex Black Card for emergencies. Ashley thought that money came from Brandon's startup bonus. It came from Lisa's tenants. And for the last 10 years, every night after the dishes were done, Lisa sat in her home office with 2 monitors and devoured private equity masterminds. Cody Sanchez, Onyx Singal, Alex Harmozy, every course, every teardown. She built anonymous LLCs in Wyoming, opened brokerage accounts under trusts, and cold-emailed brokers until she knew exactly how to buy a company without anyone ever seeing her name. Ashley called her a fat pig. Lisa was a goddamn apex predator wearing mom jeans, and she had been waiting her whole life for someone stupid enough to wake her up. Week 1. Lisa hired the most expensive private investigator in Dallas. Ex-FBI, $12K retainer, cash. Within 9 days, she had Ashley's full financial autopsy. $2.4 million in credit card debt, 3 rounds of failed fundraising, 97% churn on her luxury skincare subscription, and a $14 million buyout clause her desperate investors had slipped into the term sheet 6 months earlier. Lisa smiled, transferred $18 million from her rental portfolio into a fresh Wyoming LLC, named Napa Holdings LLC, untraceable, 0 public records. She then cold-emailed the lead investor, pretending to be a Saudi family office. They bit so fast they practically begged her to take the company off their hands. Months 2 through 5, she refinanced 6 properties at 75% LTV, pulled out $9.2 million tax-free cash, parked it in T-bills at 5.4%. Every Thursday night, she studied the target's books until 4 a.m., marking every vanity expense Ashley had charged. Gucci loafers for photo shoots, $22K Mykonos brand retreat, Birkin for the creative director, who was actually her best friend. Month 6,
hired a white shoe law firm in New York under NDA to draft the LOI. They structured it as an all-cash, 30-day close, no due diligence escape clauses. Ashley signed, without reading past page 1 because the number had so many zeros. The entire time, Lisa posted nothing. No gym selfies, no cryptic quotes, no revenge body thirst traps. Just silence. She wanted Ashley fat, happy, and completely blind right up until the moment the guillotine dropped. And on the day the wire hit, Lisa was already on a private jet to New York, manicure blood red, smiling like she'd been dead for 11 months and somebody just handed her a pulse. The deal closed on a Tuesday at 9:03 a.m. Eastern. Wire confirmation, $14 million USD from Napa Holdings LLC to Ashley's company account. Screenshot is still floating around in private Facebook groups like Holy Scripture. 3 weeks before closing, Ashley posted in the company Slack, "LOL, just got the final term sheet from these mystery Arabs. $14 million cash. I literally never have to work again. And guess who I'll never have to see? That fat cow, Lisa. Imagine if she knew I was about to be richer than her entire bloodline." Screenshot leaked the same day Lisa took the keys. 1.4 million views in 48 hours. Then came the LinkedIn post from Lisa herself. First post in 8 years. Profile photo, her in the boardroom, blazer off one shoulder, holding the signed stock purchase agreement like it's the Stanley Cup. Caption, "Some lessons are expensive. Others cost $14 million and your entire company. Class dismissed." 3.2 million views, 187,000 likes, 42,000 comments of women typing, "I'm literally shaking," and "This is my villain origin story." The SEC filing hit Edgar the next morning. Page 17, Exhibit A. Buyer listed as Napa Holdings LLC, managed by Lisa Marie Reynolds. Ashley tried to delete her Slack message. Too late. The internet never forgets, and neither does Lisa. The glass door swings open. Lisa steps in alone, heels silent on the marble. Every head snaps up. Ashley's mid-sentence, latte in hand, smirking at some intern. Lisa lays the leather folder down like it weighs 1,000 pounds. Ashley rolls her eyes. "Can I help you, ma'am?" Lisa smiles, slow and sweet. "Actually, yes. You can all stand up and get the fuck out of my building." Dead silence. She flips the folder open, slides the stock certificate across the table so the name at the top is crystal clear. Lisa Marie Reynolds, 100% owner. Ashley's face drains from Botox beige to corpse white. Lisa leans in, voice soft enough for the front row to hear it first. "Hi, sweetheart. Remember Napa? Remember calling me a fat pig in front of 200 people?" She turns to the room, louder now. "Everybody else, you have 10 minutes to clear your desks. Severance is waiting in HR. Ashley, Brandon, Tom, you three, stay." Ashley tries to speak, mouth opening and closing like a goldfish. Lisa just stares, eyes black ice, and delivers the kill shot. "You're fired. All 3 of you. Effective right now. Security will escort you out past the reception desk so every employee you ever treated like garbage can watch." Ashley finally finds her voice, a broken whisper. You can't." Lisa leans down until their faces are inches apart. "I just did, you entitled little bitch. Now get out of my sight before I have you thrown out." Ashley crumpled into Brandon's arms, mascara rivers, while Lisa stood over them like a queen who just burned Rome for fun.
54-year-old Lisa Reynolds today is unrecognizable, and not just because she's 70 pounds lighter and wrapped in Bottega Veneta. She wakes up in a $6.2 million Austin modern mansion that used to be Ashley's dream house listing on her vision board. She rolls over, kisses her 42-year-old trauma surgeon boyfriend, the one who looks like a Hemsworth and calls her baby in front of Ashley's old friends, then checks her phone. Another $18K in rental deposits hit overnight. Net worth,
$29 million, and climbing every month while she sips oat milk cortado on a balcony overlooking the exact same hills Ashley once lorded over her from. She deadlifts 225 for reps now, posts 0 thirst traps, and still gets DMs from women saying, "I think of you every time my mother-in-law opens her mouth." Ashley? Last seen serving oat milk cortados at a Dallas coffee shop, still trying to explain the gap on her resume. Lisa didn't just win. She turned the knife Ashley stuck in her back into a crown, put it on, and never looked down again. That's what happens when you mistake a quiet lion for livestock. Listen to me. If someone drags your name through the mud in front of an audience and you swallow it, they don't just win once, they win twice. First, when they humiliate you. Second, when they get to keep the story that you're weak. Silence is not strength. It's surrender. Lisa's story is your permission slip. Burn the boats, delete the high road, stop protecting people who never protected you. The moment someone shows you they're willing to burn you alive to feel warm for 5 seconds, you owe them nothing. Not politeness, not forgiveness, not a single damn calorie of your energy. You owe them war. And if you're scared, good. Fear means you're finally awake. Now go be the nightmare they never saw coming. That's it. Lisa's story is over. Yours is just beginning. Drop the name of the person who disrespected you the worst in the comments right now. First name, last name, nickname, whatever. Let it out. This channel is your war room, and we protect our own. If you want the next revenge story the second it drops in 72 hours, hit subscribe and turn on the bell. These stories disappear fast when the wrong people start crying. See you in the comments, queens. Now go make them regret ever meeting you.